we're going to start the show.
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents.
Man, this has been
I
dope
wanna
live,
pull
so
up,
I'm interested to see
head
the show.
spin,
Y'all in for
get
it.
it, get
I'm
fly.
glad y'all stuck around. I'm glad y'all hanging out. I'm glad y'all here to hear uh these speakers and these screamers' opinions. I'm glad y'all here for all that. I'm glad y'all here for it all. Because it's definitely gonna be a great show. Yeah, bro. I told everybody. See, a lot of new screamers here. Sarah, what's up? I go and check all y'all out, bro. I'm not just a screamer. I watch streams too. I like to check out what's going on in other people's lives and laugh my ass off, man. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Live streams is like a TV. So everybody got their own channel on here. And everybody's doing something different on their own channel. So I like to tune into different channels and catch different people. So if I say I fade you, I mean I fade you. Because I checked it was some you DJ Bossy Boss. Sarah's Bossy Boss, another special guest. Audie! My dear friend Audie. I was telling y'all about. Yep. Well, you mean of course Audie's gonna be here. We're good friends. How y'all doing? We're doing good. We're doing good. Just we was actually big chilling. Audie, I got on live an hour and a half too early, thinking I was gonna start the show in 30 minutes. And then everybody told me that I was on too early. After like it got down to like 15 minutes. I said, all right, y'all gonna start the show. Emoji J, remember you only got 15 minutes of sleep. He said, what? I got a whole hour. An hour and 30 minutes too early, bro. God, it was like I was finna get off, but the live stream was so dope, and everybody was like, "Nah, we kicking it, and we've been kicking it and laughing and joking." All right, welcome to the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. We got 4 special guests this weekend. Bringing 4 hot topics this weekend. It's gonna get a little deep. Um, they are screamers, so can you hit them with the fave? And if you gift them and they don't say thank you, it's because we want to keep the show rolling. So we're gonna allow each guest to get in the box after the intro and tell us who they are. All right, I think we're waiting on one more person though, y'all. Is she here? Okay, Lorraine is here. Okay, okay. All right, you can go ahead and start the intro. Emoji check.
I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get fly. I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. Get fly. I got 6 jobs. I don't get full-time father, full-time artist. Ex-guard, he said grind harder, learn from every time you ever fail. If it never failed, just grind smarter. Iron sharpened, you the dag on they hindquarters and they all acting. Rap game, I'm a pallbearer. Kill me, get a call after. First look, it was all laughter. Kevin Gates, no small matter, made men believe when they didn't believe. Dive in the crowd, no safety holders. Got in the booth, no safety on it. Aiming, I shoot for the stars. Got the award, I ain't win no awards. Only meaning one thing, don't get tired, I go hard. I was trying to get it how I live. I want them dead presidents. I wanna pull up, head spin, get fly. I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. I don't get tired.
All right, welcome to the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. Can I get all the special guests to request the box? At this time, we'll have the special guests introduce themselves before we move on to the topics. We're gonna get to know the guest a little bit. So if everybody can request the guest box, and in no particular order, I'm gonna put you in.
Hello.
Hey, Lorraine, thanks for doing the show.
Thank you for having me.
How you feeling today?
Doing all right. A little nervous, but I'm here.
Ain't nothing to be nervous about. Okay, so who are you, Lorraine, and when do you scream?
Well, I am basically a supporter a lot of time. I do stream from time to time, but I'm a busy woman, between work, being a mom, being a wife. But I do get on particularly on the weekends. But Yeah, I mainly support. I go around stream saying hello, introducing myself. I hang out a lot of time in a new section, just to, let
Like,
new people know how the app is going.
so she's more of a watcher slash supporter, but so it's typically set time or day we could find you live maybe once a month.
I'm trying to get it down to at least twice a week on the weekends because that's normally when I have the time and availability. So normally about Saturday evenings about 8 o'clock, I try to turn my stream on.
Okay, thank you. All right, y'all guys, that is Lorraine. Don't forget to hit the favorite on her. I'm gonna let her let herself out the box, and we're gonna find out who
All
the
right.
guest is. Okay, we have, if it's gonna let him, DJ
Daniel,
Bossy
what's
Boss.
up, man?
Welcome, brother. Thank you for doing the show this week.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it 100%.
So, how you doing tonight? And who are you? When can we
I,
find you live on
I'm
the
doing,
ones and twos? What?
I'm doing fine, man. The ones and twos every single day from 11:30 in the morning till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then at nighttime from like 11 or 12 o'clock at night till about 2:30 in the morning, spinning on
Oh,
the ones
okay,
and
okay.
twos every day.
Okay, so you jam by heart. Okay,
Oh
let me
yeah,
ask you a question. What's your favorite part about DJing on live stream?
it's about when people start going crazy in my live and start putting the dancing emojis, the fire emojis, and they just start going nuts and they say, "Yo, DJ, snap this track for me. Yo, DJ, snap this track for me. Yo, DJ, throw in some hip hop. Yo, DJ, throw in some EDM." It's just the mixing, the vibes, and it's just like the live when they start getting engaged. It's like okay, like it's like I'm DJing like at a club, and that's just the fire. Like
Like that. That's it.
it's fire. Like
I like that.
it's so awesome.
I like that. That's lit. All right, hey y'all, if y'all need a DJ for y'all milestones or any parties like that, DJ Bossy Boss, I'm sure is available. So check him out. He's a streamer. You see, he's lit in his live. So check my guy out. All right, I'm gonna let you let yourself out the box. We're gonna find out who the next guest is.
You got it, man.
All right.
Hello.
Well, hello there.
How are
Every
you?
day is autumn,
Um,
and thank you
so
for
I'm
the show.
I'm Autumn, clearly. I go live. I like to say every day at 3 p.m. Eastern, but sometimes I'm a little later than that. I do makeup on my live streams, so sometimes it's a little earlier, like for Lemon's birthday makeup. That was like 7 hours of yeah.
I remember that.
I hope she's pleased because that took forever. Um, I just got a feature show Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's called Made Up, where we talk about a spooky, eerie story, and the guests have to decide whether it's made up like my face or not.
Oh,
And then
that's dope.
Tuesdays, let me turn that off. That's like way too bright. Okay, and then on Tuesdays, I'm starting to do Tutorial Tuesday. I'm not sure what time we're gonna set it at yet, but it's where I get two guests in the box and we do makeup at the same time, and I try and teach them. And if you're Lemon,
Oh,
you resist the whole time, but
that's gonna
it's
be hard. But good thing you got patience.
tons of patience.
Good thing you got patience.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. That is Autumn, my good friend. Make sure y'all check her out and fave her. I'm gonna let you let yourself out the box, Autumn, so we can get to Top Batch Donnie tonight.
Hello.
Hello, brother. How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
Hanging here, hanging there, just chilling around.
That's what she. That's what she said.
I actually got that on the poster right there. If y'all want to see. I actually got that on my wall. Yeah. All right. So, who are you and when do you stream typically?
My name is Donnie. I've been on the app for over 4 years. I've been live streaming for almost three. I usually stream at night. During the week, I stream from 7 p.m. Eastern till 9 p.m. Eastern because of my work schedule. On weekends, I'm a little bit more flexible. I usually start streaming around about now, and then I go until late, depending on how many people is in the stream. But yeah, that's me.
Great, great, great. So, what's your favorite thing about live streaming, if we could ask? And this is,
Just
and
make
when
people.
he say Donnie, it's Top Badge Donnie. Okay,
Listen. It's just a label. I'm just me, and that's what my shirt says too. I'm just me. Um,
I like how
I'm
you
here
say
mainly. I'm mainly here to make people smile, and I understand people is having a bad day or they're going through some situations, and that's always been my goal. OGJ knows me for as long as I've been on this app. Um, it's always just been about the people and entertain them. You know, um, I was gonna ask Autumn, do you think I can participate in your makeup contest since I've done it before? I don't know how much I don't know how much patience she's gonna have with me though. But I've done some stupid shit on here, and just in order to make people laugh. I've dressed up as Barbie girl. I've dressed up in a lava lamp.
this Barbie girl.
I was dressed up as Cupid on Valentine's last year with a diaper and everything. Um, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Anything to make people smile. Why not?
Nice,
So
nice, nice. There you have it, guys. That's
it's fun.
Donnie. We're gonna get to know him. Thanks, Donnie,
You're
for
welcome,
giving us
man. You're
that.
welcome. Thanks for having me here.
All right, welcome to the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones, everybody. If you just joining, that is our four guests for tonight. I'm gonna ask the men, can they request the bots? We're gonna get started. We're gonna go into these topics. We're gonna get this thing rolling. So, welcome to the cutoff. Let's officially get into this. So, if I have all the guys request the box, it's the guys' week to go first. Last week on the show, the ladies went first. So this week, the guys have to go first and start with the topics. Welcome back, brother.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Bossy Boss, I'm still here. Okay, thank you. All right, whoever just feels the question first and wants to answer first, I just ask that the guests don't talk over each other. And
Okay.
oh, whoever wants to go first can go first, answering the question in no particular order. All
Danny,
right,
whatever you want to do, man.
okay. All right, so the first topic we got tonight is, what do you think are the most important characteristics a person should have before you consider dating them? What are the most important
So
characteristics you think a person should have before dating them?
for me, I mean, I've been through a lot in my life, and relationship-wise too. But I think for me, it would be about personality. Personality speaks volumes. Person's personality, person's heart, and then obviously, you know, there's the smaller things will come into play. I think the most huge or the most biggest characteristics a person has to have is a good personality, because usually you can tell how a person is just through personality. You can tell if a person is going to be real, for one. You can tell if they're going to be consistent, um, and consistent can go so many ways too. um, and then you can tell if a person is going to be respectful and loyal, and that's all summarized in personality. um, they you know there's too many people that want to be, they tend to put a personality out there in order to, and it's not just on the app, I'm talking in general, in real life too, that wants to please everybody with their personality. You can't do that, because that's false. How long are you going to keep it up? you know and that's why I say personality is probably one of the key aspects of any relationship, whether it's a woman, a man, a woman to woman. It can go friendship, it can go family. personality speaks a huge role in it.
I feel it. I respect that. I like that answer. What you got, bossy boss?
I like Danny's answer. I like Danny's answer a lot.
It's Donnie.
He's getting everybody today.
Oh man. I have to agree with Danny's answer.
It's Donnie. I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start issuing strikes here. Watch.
Strikes, right, boy.
Yep.
My answer would have to be like communication and trust. You know, I would feel like those are like huge two key components. You know, in really, and and like getting to know somebody. You know, like, you know, if they say, you know, like, you know, if they're mad about something and you don't know about it, how do you know what they're mad about if you're not going to talk about it? You know, and I feel like always a key to always a good relationship is you always have to really be communicative with your partner. You know, if they're mad about something, you know, or if they're pissed off about something, if you did something wrong, you know, I have a feeling that, you know, you always have to go up to them like, hey, you know, what's wrong? What did I do? How can we fix this? You know, what did I do wrong? You know, how can we avoid screwing that up again? You know, in the future. And also trust. You know, trust plays a huge key part. You know, and if you go up to somebody and they say, and you go up to somebody, you know, who you've been dating for, I'll say 2-3 months, and you go up and that person and you say to that person, I love you. That person really know that you really mean it. You know, they trust you that, you know, you really mean I love you. Because love is the strongest word ever. Just like hate is the strongest word. If somebody say I hate you,
Right.
geez, that's like saying F you to somebody, you know. But if you go up to somebody and say I love you, how will you really know they really mean it? You know, is it the way they're gonna say it? Is it the way they're gonna present it? It doesn't mean they have to get down on one knee and show your ring and say, baby, you know, like, will you marry me? You know, I love you with all my heart. You know, that's showing true love right there. But if you go to someone to say, babe, look, I love you over the phone or in text message, do they really
So
mean
you're
it?
saying basically communication,
Communication.
definitely,
I
and
definitely agree.
honesty. So you saying in your opinion is if the communication ain't there, you can't be there because y'all really have nothing that's like if you can't communicate and talk through problems and work through problems, then it's just not gonna work, right?
Yeah, exactly. I feel you always have to be engaged in a conversation with somebody. If you can't hold a conversation with somebody for more than 2 seconds, and they're saying they're doing this,
Right.
like, hey, eyes right here. I'm not over there.
Right.
Not up there.
Or on a phone and
Yeah.
and
Yeah, how's
Donnie
your day?
said,
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, my day was good. Yeah, my day was really good. What's on the phone so important? Oh, you know the news. What's with the news? Nothing.
I
Okay,
like these
talk.
guys. That's great accent.
You know what?
I
You know
love
what?
these
I'm
guys.
gonna add to you, DJ. Is when it comes to communication, like you said earlier about solving problems. You know, in how many cases, percentage wise, how many cases people get in an argument, and especially in a relationship, whether it's a marriage or just boyfriend girlfriend, doesn't matter. How many of them get in an argument, and that argument gets so heated that you are more than likely, almost 99.9% certain that you're going to say something that you're going to regret later on.
Oh yeah. 100% all the way.
Yeah.
You know,
I really agree.
population wise, it's almost 87% of people get in an argument that goes to that heated level that says something they're going to regret later.
87%, that's a high number.
Exactly.
It isn't a high number.
Can I get
It is a high
can I
number.
guest ladies to request the box at this time? And just to recap, Donnie's was personality. If it's not a good personality match for him, he's gone. If he see early signs of your personality got some flaws in it or it doesn't align with him, then he backs off. I like that. I like that communication, honesty, personality. That's been dope. All right, I'm gonna let you guys out of the box. I'm gonna let the ladies in and answer the same
Okay.
question, and I invite y'all back. I
All right.
appreciate each one of y'all answers tonight. Welcome back, Adi. Welcome back, Miss LeRae. All
Hello.
right, what do you think about the guys' answers before we get into the topic?
Make good points. Make very good points.
Yeah, I think they were well spoken. Those are definitely things that I look for as well in a relationship.
I like that. I like that. All right, I'm gonna repeat the question. What do you think are the most important characteristics a person should have before you consider dating them?
Um, okay, so communication is definitely at the top of the list for me as well, because if you can't communicate about things, then you start making assumptions, and assumptions are like death to any relationship, I feel like. Also, I feel like I need someone that has the same sense of dedication as I do. We live in a culture that's very much instant gratification driven, and I think a lot of people don't realize that it's not always going to be sunshine and roses. You're going to go through times where you might not even like the person that you're with, but that's not a permanent state of mind. You have to be able to see the bigger picture and realize, like, I love this person because blah 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 blah. I'm really mad at them right now, but I'm not just gonna cut ties and run because it got hard. Yeah.
I feel that. All right. What about you, Mr. Ray?
For me, the number one thing for me would be a person's mental state.
Mm.
A lot of people don't talk about that, but in
Big,
today's society, depression, anxiety, all those things play a role in the beginning of a relationship. And if that person's mental state is not okay, it's going to bleed on that relationship long term and it will not last. And that affects their communication skills, their understanding skills, every aspect, their drive to want to do better and elevate. If their mental state's not there, that relationship will die.
Facts. Mental health is a big one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. So
Especially when,
their mental
oh,
health got to be intact. I like that. All right.
Yes.
Nobody said that. What are you going to say, Audie? Go ahead.
I was just thinking, like, especially when, I don't know, I mean, the way I see that is like, yeah, people can have like depression, anxiety, and that'll wear on a relationship, but it's the ones that, like, if you're self-aware of it and you know that you have that issue, I feel like it's totally like it it still works. But when someone isn't willing
Facts.
to see their own behaviors clearly is when it becomes like a huge problem.
Yep. That part.
Yeah, but it's all. But I think okay. Is it better to know the person's mental health of state in the beginning of dating, or as y'all done went through like 2 months of dating? Would you say
Mm,
2 weeks or 2 months? At what at what stage would you want to know their
I
mental
I
health?
would I mean probably I would say like within the first couple weeks at least. Sometimes people are
Yep.
scared to open up, but within a couple weeks, I would hope, because that's all part of communication as well, is being forthright about what what's going on in your mind and in your life.
And I say the same thing. The first couple of weeks, let it
Mm,
all out in the beginning and let me make that choice. Don't try to make that choice for me.
What I was looking to hear.
that part.
Let a person make a conscious decision if they can deal with that.
Hmm.
That's what I was looking to hear. All right, ladies, y'all did great. I'm gonna ask the special guest guys to request a box. I'm gonna let y'all out of the box. Thank y'all. And Lorray, I don't know why you were nervous. You did great. Welcome to the cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. That's me, where I invite 4 special guests, screamers, some non-screamers, to come and give us their opinions on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern. And so far, these topics been lit. I just have to say that. Mm-mm. Welcome back, guys. How y'all feeling about what the ladies' opinions were?
You can go first.
I have a feeling their answers were pretty straightforward. You know, I feel like they were very honest about their answers. You know, they gave very thoughtful, reasons, and those I would have to say those are two very huge things. You know, one, the mental wise. You know,
Right.
how do you know a person is a complete psychopath?
Hey, just real quick, guys, because we gotta stay on the time schedule.
Right.
All right, what did you got, Donnie? Did you like their opinions? Did you?
No, I agree with them. Very very valid points. And it goes back to what we were saying before. You know, communication is a big factor, and without communication, you gotta be honest and forthcoming from the start. Um, and that's why I agreed with Larray. You should be in the beginning because um, you can tell within the first few days if a person is going to be real or not.
Exactly. So I think everybody on that first topic was all in line. I like how the women and the men answered at separate times, but they was kind of all in line with each other on that topic. Usually, sometimes everybody's every which way because we 4 different personalities here. So I like that. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay. So the next topic is how much influence should another person, spouse slash man or woman, friend have on your relationship? I hear in the comment section they're saying 0. We got a 0 there.
Let me say this. They shouldn't have any effect or any influence on your relationship. It should be between you and your partner. And if people can't accept you for who and what you are, then they should move on. If they can't say anything good about your relationship, then they need to just stay in their seat and sit down and let those people do their own thing. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to answer to them every day. You're not seeing them every day, right? So it's between the two people. So for those who wants to have an influence on you, if they can't respect you for who you are, sit the fuck down.
Respectfully.
Sorry, Jay.
Mic drop. Strike one, Danny.
Hey,
Strike 5, DJ.
Just sipping my tea respectfully.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. If people, and it's even on here too. You hear about people having relationships on here, and then people get butthurt. People get want to add stories and make it intolerable for anybody. Man, just respect them. It's all about that mutual respect. And if you can't have that, just keep on walking because it ain't gonna. We are all human. We are all human. Exactly.
I like that. Just have he said if you don't agree with it, just have respect. And if you don't have respect, then get the I can't even say what he said, but you know what he said.
Sit down.
All right, boss.
Just sit down. Just sit down. I'll even give you a chair to sit down.
All right, bossy boss, what's up, bro?
When it really comes to influence, I really think way back when we first growing up, who influenced the most? None but our parents, our mom and dad.
Mhm.
Biggest influence ever when we start growing up. They want us to become great. They want us to go out there and work hard. They influence us to become
Right.
a better woman, girl, boy, father, son, whatever. So our influence
Exactly.
way back from the beginning when we were first born. Who taught us how to walk? Our parents did. Who taught us how to eat? Our
Right.
parents did. And
Right.
then we started to progress on and get older. In high school we had a girlfriend. Did they influence? Tell us to keep going, go all the way, keep doing what you want to do. They did, but we always went back to our parents for the final opinion. Why? Because They know it's
Right.
wrong. You know, been around them
Right.
for 35 years of my life. You know, and then and then when you get engaged, if your influence going to start changing, it might go 50% your fiance, 50% your parents. You know why? Because your fiance is going to be the person you ever want to be with the rest of your life. Your parents, they're going to be there always, 100%. But then when you're married, your influence probably is going to go 100%, maybe 100% your fiance, and then your mom and dad, they'll still be there. They'll still got your back every single day. You might call your mom and you might call your mom and dad for opinion. You know, they've been around. They know. So I think influence really goes way back to the beginning from our mom and dad.
All right, let me ask you this though. Um, do you think it's so? Do y'all think it's okay to invite people into your relationship? Because you said you might call and ask mom a question, but you might not like the answer that mom gives you or how mom feels about your girlfriend or your wife. So do you invite people to give you that opinion willingly and then not like the advice or what?
Norcal, thank you. I think it depends. Look, at the end of the day, people's going to give you advice. It's what you're going to do with that advice, whether you're going to follow it or reject it. And you also know that getting advice is you either going to bump your head or you're going to make it a success. And by bumping your head, you're just learning from your mistakes.
Exactly.
And that's what your parents has been taught you all your life is, you know, how many of us has rebelled against some of our parents' decisions? I'm one of them.
Right.
I thought they don't like me or they don't love me enough. And that's why, but yet then you go and do it and you bump your head and you're like, oh shit, they were actually right.
Exactly.
And that's the same. That's the same with relationships. You're gonna do that too. That's how you learn.
Exactly. I like that. I like that.
I
I
agree.
like y'all answers. They was totally in line. I agree with y'all. Can I get the special guest ladies to request the box? Can I get the ladies to request the box? Then we'll let the guys out of the box. Yeah. Hey, so far, man, y'all. It's been shocking. Like y'all opinions have been on 10. Like they've been through the roof. Like I respect each and every one of them. Like, each and all of y'all opinions. Like for real.
NorCal, who hasn't?
Yeah, it really has been a lot of good stuff tonight. It really has. Welcome back, ladies.
Hello.
And we have the same question for y'all. How much influence should another person's spouse, man slash woman, friend have on your relationship?
Oof, I want to say zero. Uh, I want, yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with zero because it's like Donnie was saying. If you are adamant and vocal about how much you dislike someone, or I want to say zero because there's like this little part in the back of my mind where I'm thinking, God, I've seen my friends and family in bad relationships before, and I have like wanted to say something or I have said something, but it never plays out the way that you want it to. It always just pushes those people closer together because they feel like, if everyone's against them, then they have to be strong together. So it just
Exactly. I seen that before.
yeah. I'm gonna say zero.
All these thinking deep about that. And I heard somebody in the
Well, I
comments
was
say
thinking,
it's the one to say zero. So she's on the fence about this one, y'all. She's not quite sure if she
I
wants
really am. I really
zero or not. Because she values, I can tell all these good friends, she values the opinions of her friends. She does. She does. That's who Audie is.
I do, yeah. I do.
And I like that. That's what makes you her sweetheart. Okay. Thank you, Audie. We'll get back to you in a second. Lil Ray, the lovely Miss Lil Ray, what do you have for us?
Well, the answer should be zero, but in actuality, if we're being honest, 50% of that matters because you are a product of the company that you keep. So you can take a look at a group of friends or family and see kind of what you're going to get with that other person because of the company that they keep. So realistically, zeros, it sounds good and that's the way it should be, but it's not because we do, we are in, our environment influences us. It makes us who we are. It either makes us great or makes us horrible, but either way it goes, it still influences who we are and what path we're going to take.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that. That's like Donnie said. So that all goes into personality. You can actually, like Miss LeRae say, actually hang out with a person and get a snapshot of like how what you're getting into. I like that because how a person treats their mom or their brother really does matter, or even their uncle when they call.
Yep.
It really does matter in some point because if you see a different type of personality trait that you normally didn't see around you, it makes you question.
It really does.
Because you could be dating someone I seen on Lifetime. Yeah, I referred to Lifetime. And then the person turned into, but it was a true documentary, guys. It was a true documentary, okay? The
We
person
all do,
turned out to be a
bro.
complete monster. And he
Yes.
faked it one way for so long. I mean, I'm just,
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
definitely
but it's
true.
true though. Like it is definitely true. If you know this person is loving and loving to you, but then you see them talking to their mom any kind of way. And as a woman, at least in my opinion, how a man treats his mom is how I know he's gonna treat me. Because if he has no respect for her, I know he has no respect for me.
I agree with that to an extent. But I also take into consideration that some people are the complete opposite of their family structure. Like I'm definitely a black sheep of my family. So, I mean, if someone's like, I don't have the best relationship with my siblings, and sometimes my relationship with my parents is strained because I had to break that cycle of um, dysfunctionality, you know? So, I take it with a grain of salt how people's relationship is with their family because sometimes it's better that they don't like spend much time with their family. If it's not
Gotcha.
a
if it's
good
that type of situation, Audie, I like that because they parents or they family or friends, if they have a negative impact on that person's life that's going to affect their significant other, then you're right.
yeah.
I would maybe
I
agree. In that
agree.
situation, maybe it doesn't work like that. I'm gonna let you speak, Lorraine. I'm gonna let all y'all out of the box, and I'm gonna have all y'all request the box, and I'm gonna explain what's going on.
But yeah, to add to that, yeah, if you notice that they don't spend much time with their family, you still got to kind of thank the family because whatever happened in that family relationship still made the person that made you fall in love with them in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good or bad, it still made that person.
That's true.
I like that. I like that. Ooh, I'm gonna have just y'all two back to maybe even discuss that. Y'all let y'all stuff out of the. I gotta write that down.
All right.
All right, everybody that's just joining, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones, where we invite 4 special guests every week, Sundays. They could be screamers, non-screamers, as long as they got a respectful reputation on the app. We want to hear their opinions. Usually the guests or the admins pick the topics, and they're all themed in one direction. Okay, at the end of towards the middle and the end of the show, this is what the way we like to have all the guests get in the box. We give each guest 2.5 minutes to give their answer. And if they go over their 2.5 minutes, they get muted. Emoji J will send a clock. If you see that clock, that means you're going to get muted if you're talking, but just temporarily. All right, can I get all the guests in the box? Like I said, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. It's been lit. Welcome back, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna start with Audie with the question, and we'll end with Donnie, and then we'll start with Donnie, and we'll end with Audie. Okay. But
Okay.
during the topic, you can say whatever you want to say, respectfully. All right. So the topic we got for this segment is: do you think past situations have affected your current ability to trust someone or anyone, etc.?
Um, yeah, yeah, 100%. It has. Um, I come from, like I was saying, I come from a very dysfunctional family. And that's not even to pass judgment on it. It just is what it is. And I've had to do a lot of self growth and kind of like parenting myself to a healthy state of mind. Um, so, when you come from that type of situation, you really are more hesitant to trust. Like I know myself that I'm more hesitant to trust people. It takes me a while to really accept that someone isn't going to like abandon me because there's, you know, those issues. But I don't know.
I like
Yeah.
I, I like that, Adi. I like that a lot. I think I think what you, I think it's hard, isn't it? I get exactly
It's
what you're saying.
difficult. Yeah, it's
So that's what
difficult.
makes this a great
Mhm.
question. So I appreciate that, Adi. DJ Bossy Boss.
Um, I will be 100% honest. It happened. When I think my trust, with a lot of my friends, a lot of my family members, happened when I was 24, because I got arrested, actually, for shoplifting, and my name was all in the newspaper. Everybody was calling my parents' house phone left and right, left and right. Your son got arrested. Your son got arrested. What he get arrested for? I had to go to court. My
Mm.
life was online. I didn't know if I was going to go. I didn't know if I was going to go to jail or not. It was all because of that. I needed to borrow jumper cables from a store, and the associate said, "You can borrow the ones on the shelf. Just return them." And I did. And then he went behind my back, sat me back, and said I stole them, even though I rightfully returned them. So I went to work that day. I got handcuffed, walked throughout the whole entire store with handcuffs behind my back, being escorted out by two police officers, sat in the back of the car, got locked up in a holding cell just until I called my dad and said, "Hey, look, I got arrested for shoplifting." My dad said, "What?" They released me. I went back home, and the next day in the newspaper, I see, my name arrested for
All right,
shoplifting.
you have to get back to. You're going to mute you for now. Moji J says all the time you got. Lorray, that was an interesting story, but I want to get back to you on that. Lorray, what do you got for us?
Um, I do believe it affects my trust. For the simple fact that it puts me in a state of mind when I meet someone, I'm instantly on alert to look for red flags by things that they say or actions. And it's not that they did anything, it's just a way to keep myself protected because of what
Mm.
I've already been through.
Mhm.
And, I'm not, I've been through a whole lot. I've had good relationship, bad relationships, but to keep myself from ever feeling like I did before in the past, I put up a wall. So I'm instantly looking for those red flags by any means, by what they say, what they
Mhm.
do, how they move, their motivations in life. I'm looking. So my trust is a little bit, like I keep it tight
Mhm.
because people can be grimy. Even some of the nicest
Right.
people can hurt you in the back, can hurt you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I'm just writing out something you said. That's dope. Donnie, what do you have for us?
I agree. I would agree with Lorraine, and I agree with Autumn. Same year. We also came out of being a black sheep of my family for a long time. Um, I know what it feels like to be bullied. I know what it feels to be paralyzed. I know what it feels to be molested. I did create a wall of trust in the sense of I just don't trust anybody because of the bullying. And some people up. You can tell, like I said earlier, you can tell within the first 10, 15 minutes talking to somebody if that person is actually legit, depending on what they are saying. And it's going to tell me if I want a conversation with them or not. Um, and yeah, the trusting is a huge barrier, just because of how I was treated in my life. And I had to self-learn myself in order to be able to even trust people. And because of my life that I've been through, made me who I am today.
Mhm.
And and the experience that you gain with that, and be able to give other people some advice on top of what I've been through. But trust, yeah,
I
you
like
look
that.
for
I
red
like that.
flags. You really look for red flags and make sure that you're on the right path.
All right, I like that. So I got a follow up question for all y'all, and I just want to say this really fast. I appreciate each one of y'all sharing this with me and sharing this with our audience because a lot of y'all have mentioned deep things. I think all four of y'all of how the situation may have played out in y'all life. So thank y'all for
Mhm.
sharing that part of your life with us and opening up to us. And honestly, we appreciate y'all. Really do. So the follow up question to that would be this: Do we all as people, since we've been hurt, do we instantly put up a wall when meeting new people? Anybody can start. We can start with you, Donna. Do we instantly put up a
I think
wall
you
when meeting
do.
new people?
I, I
Let's
think
keep it
I
real.
think you do because I think you do because you know um let me say this quick. You Yeah, it's not by choice. That's totally correct. But let me say this: the way I've been learning how to do things lately is by if a relationship is toxic, then I tend to close that book because every day you write a book on your daily life as well as in a relationship. You write a book. If it went sour, then you should be just like anything else, like a regular book. Close the book, put it back on the shelf, or forget about it. Unless it's a good book, but in that case, it's not. So forget about it and open a new book. Every chapter is a new chapter in any book that you write. It just takes time. You're still gonna have that wall. It's not gonna be easy, but you should not base your decision on a new relationship because of the past. Everybody is different. You should be able to give that person a chance and a fair chance
I like
instead
that.
of just judging them.
I like that, Miss Lorray, and I appreciate that, brother.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that point. We do put up that wall in the beginning just because of our past. At the same time, we have to remember to keep an open mind so that we don't block out the wrong people.
Is
Exactly.
that okay? All right, I got. All right, I'm gonna. All right, bossy boss. Thank you for that.
Um, I'm gonna have to agree with everybody. Once I feel like once you go into a new relationship, we're all gonna have our guard up, to see, like if the person is like really gonna hurt us or not, and to see, where we're gonna go. If it doesn't go right, like everybody says, once the door closes, another one opens. That door could lead you down the path to something amazing. That door could lead you down
Hmm.
to something hurtful. You do not know what God's choice is. God will always know your path. He will always lead you in
Amen.
the right direction every day.
Amen.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I appreciate that. I respect all y'all answers, Miss. All
Um,
No doubt.
yeah, I definitely have a wall when meeting new people. I am a guarded person, but I'm aware of that about myself. So I try to, when I meet someone that I see potential with, I'll be completely upfront about it and just say, like it takes me a while to trust people, but I XYZ think that, you know, we have something that could be great. So be patient. If you can just be patient with me while I figure it out. It goes back to
Can
communication.
I want to say something quick on that, about what Autumn just said.
Oh, just a
And
second.
I think
just a
everybody
second.
will agree
Hold
with
on,
me.
Donnie, just a second. Was Audie finished? Were you finished talking, Audie?
Yeah, no, I'm finished.
All right, go ahead, Donnie.
You know how many people is there that wants to change people? Want to change people for who they are and what they are. You should not, if you are going in a relationship, you should be in that relationship not to change them, but to better them. Too many
Yeah.
people want to change people for who and what they are. If you're going to be in a relationship, you need to respect each other in that sense of appreciating each other and know where they come from. But it starts
Right.
with the communication again, right? Where
Yeah.
where where you communicate about each other and bring, yeah, best in them. You got to bring out the best in them and not degrading them because of their past.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly. I like that. I like that, and I like the add-on question. That was like one of the hardest topics we had. That's why I kind of saved it and waited to the end, to where when we all was in the box together to see how we all felt about that. I liked it.
Mm.
I liked that a lot. For all y'all just joining, welcome to the Cutoff with D'Angelo Jones. We got special guest Donna. We got special guest Lorray. We got special guest Sarah's Bossy Boss. And every day is autumn. They've been here with us. They've been giving us great opinions. They've been giving us great opinions. We might have time for a bonus question. I don't know. But the last topic of the night that we have to get to that was on the program was, what are the fundamentals of dating in your opinion? Anybody can go now. So it's anybody that want to take the question on first can go. So basically, what does that look like from your eyes?
I'll go. For me, communication, but most importantly, understanding,
Mhm.
um, acceptance, because everybody in a relationship, everyone wants to be who they are 100% and be accepted for it. The good, the bad. If I wake up with my bonnet on looking like somebody auntie, I want you to accept that. You know,
accept it, baby. I
I
accept
just want to be accepted. In a world where everyone has to put on a face to go out in the world, I want to be accepted in my home with my partner. And acceptance is
Hmm.
very important to me.
Mhm.
Yes, yes, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. You got to be accepted in society. I don't want to be with my partner and walking on eggshells. I don't want to be like, oh, you
That
know,
part.
I want to be comfortable in myself. So that touched me. I like that. I don't want to have to do weird stuff and be somebody else. Like, oh, she's watching.
Yeah.
Right. I agree with Lorray. Um, you know, respect, communication, and no judgment. You know, people are so quick to judge people for who and what they are and their looks. You know, for me, it's not always about the looks, because you can have the ugliest person, and I'm saying this respectfully, guys. You can have the ugliest person, but it has the most beautiful heart and personality.
Exactly.
You can have a person that's most beautiful on the outside, but is toxic on the inside. It works vice versa. You know, um, that's why I tend to say it's not about the looks for me. It's about the personality and the heart and the communication. Because if you're like DJ was saying earlier, Boss was saying earlier, if you don't have that communication, it's not going to work. You might as well just keep on walking. You know what I mean? So yeah, I totally go for personality, communication, and respect.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Definitely.
That's
You
that's
know, and I'll definitely say this. You know, like what we all hear every single time. You know, money does not buy happiness. Money does not buy love.
Oh,
You know,
facts.
whenever you see like okay, like and you always see people that are rich, loaded. What always happens? They always get a divorce. The divorce is like always between like maybe like a million, 100 million, $3 million, something astronomical. You know, you could have $1 billion in a bank account. What are you gonna do? Go out and buy a house, a yacht, a Lamborghini, a Ferrari? What is that gonna do? It ain't gonna do nothing. You know what? The best relationship is you if you go out, you work your butt off every single day. You come home to the most beautiful, most loving, caring person every single day. You sit there, you have an amazing dinner. and you cuddle on the couch with that person, and you look at them, you kiss them, and you say, "Look, I love you. This is the most amazing life I ever have." You know, you're not gonna sit in some mansion, on a boat, on a yacht, on a private island. You know, what is that gonna do? Ain't gonna do nothing. It just shows you she just wants you for your money. She doesn't want you for your heart. That's what I say.
Okay, did you?
Agreed.
Boss.
Making
I
all
can't
misty.
argue with that.
Okay, so fundamentals of a relationship. I feel like something that hasn't completely been mentioned and is huge for me is I need someone that I can be really, really goofy with. Like I need someone that's going to be as silly, if not more silly than I am, because it needs to be fun. Like you need to have someone that's I need someone that is going to be able to make me laugh even if I am having the worst day ever. And
Right.
even if I don't laugh at it right away, I'm going to be like, okay, they were trying to make me feel that I appreciate it. I like someone that I can be goofy and silly with, and communication and dedication. I'm gonna say like dedication. You have to be like.
They
in
do
it.
say action speaks louder than words.
Exactly.
Yes.
Really do.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So I think the word of the day is going to be personality. Because if your personality ain't in line with the other person, like Donnie say, then you're not going to get along with the person. They're not going to like the way you look if you got to be made up. They're not going to want to sit there and hear you talk about your stressful day if that's not what's compatible with them. I think that's deep. I like that personality. All right, I got one quick one for us, guys. Before we end the live, we was able to slide in a bonus question. So welcome to the Cut Off with D'Angelo Jones. If y'all just joining this, it's me and all the special guests here, and we want to know what one thing that would cause you to absolutely end a relationship. Don't everybody answer at once.
I would have to say lying. If you don't love me, don't go cheating. Don't go cheating and you're just gonna hide it. Just be honest. Be like, hey, look, I think we just move on. Because if you're gonna cheat, that just shows you weren't there for me. And don't just keep it.
Right.
I definitely think lying is a huge factor.
I like that line.
I feel like for me, one of the biggest things that'll make me walk away from a relationship is if a person isn't open with me. And I mean, I know that I have that issue too, but if I'm in a relationship and you ask me something, I'm gonna be completely honest with you about it. I'm gonna tell you the truth of the situation. It's when I've dated guys that are like, well, I just don't want to talk about it. I'm like, well, that's not really, yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. I need someone that's going to be forthright about themselves. I don't want to have to go digging.
So you need somebody that you can confide in at all times.
Yeah.
I like that.
For me, it would be downgrading.
This is why I like how
Downgrading. For me, it would be
you say, Donnie?
downgrading. Downgrading. When a person keeps on
Downgrading,
downgrading
that's
you
a good one.
for who and what you are. If you're gonna go to, and it kind of falls in what Autumn just said. You need somebody to boost you every day instead of downgrading you and controlling you. That can if a person's gonna start doing that, hasta la vista, kuna matata, bye bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
He said, well, it's a Kuna Matata by Felicia. Oh my God. He said it's a Kuna Matata by Felicia.
Well, for
All
me,
right.
it would be
All
someone
right.
that
You
completely
finished with that
disrespects
Kuna
my
Matata?
boundaries.
boundaries for Lorraine. All right, why Lorraine?
My phone is glitching. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yep.
hear you.
Yeah.
So you said
Okay.
boundaries. Why? Yeah, the show's over.
Because
Here it
okay, my yeah, my boundaries are very important because I set them in place just to it helps me cope with a lot of things. Some things might be triggering to me, and if I set a boundary, please respect it. That's it.
Mm, I like
Mhm.
that.
So if you got a boundary, please respect it.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. I like that. All right. If y'all new here, guys, and y'all haven't favored a special guest, we're coming to the end of the show. We got Todd Bash Donnie. We got the lovely Miss Ray. We got DJ Bossy Boss on the ones and twos. And every day is autumn, my dear friend. So can y'all please hit them with the fade? They have gave us great opinions tonight. They gave us great opinions. And I think all of what y'all said about how to end a relationship all in lines with one lying, cheating, you cross the boundaries.
Mhm.
Johnny said downgrading, belittling him, talking down to him. I mean, if I see any of these signs any type of relationship, I'm probably running. Would y'all agree? I mean, I got my hand raised on that one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm running. I'm
Mhm.
getting the hell out of there, and
Um,
because that's not going to align with me. But I'm gonna let y'all out of the box now. Thank y'all for being special guests. Could you do me a favor before you leave and put your emojis in the chat? Just the special guest, so the people can fave you and see you.
Mine is with the hashtag. Just saying.
All right. I appreciate each and every one of you joining us for the cutoff. Next week's topics is going to be centered around goals. Next week topics is going to be centered around goals, life, and achievements. So if you would like to be on the show, contact Classy Woman or Emoji J, and they will get you on the show eventually. Contact them on their IG, on their Instagram. And that is it for the show. Thank y'all. I want everybody